Hello, I'm Bernadette Rogers, General Manager of Ephmra. Really like to welcome you to the association today, and thanks for taking the time to join us. What we're going to do today is have a short tour through what the association has to offer, some of its services and its key benefits. So if you're a member or not a member, it's a great opportunity to refresh and to find out what the association's got to offer. We're an association that focuses on healthcare, market research, business intelligence, working solely in the healthcare market research industry. So it's relevant for you and your business. So we're going to see some slides and I'm going to talk through them, and then you can get an idea of what Ephmra's got to offer. So let's start now, but if you've got any questions at the end, feel free to contact me on generalmanager@ephmra.org. So let's go now. So first of all, welcome to Ephmra. As you can see on this first slide, it gives the overall mission statement and the aim that Ephmra has, which is to empower healthcare market researchers to drive and add value within their own company. There's no point just working with data, we've got to add value. And we want to help you provide better insights for decision-making processes, because this we know helps drive business performance and to gain a competitive advantage. So let's move on now. So in what way are we empowering market research to be your partner in the business? Well, as you can see on this slide, there are 6 key elements to what Ephmra's working on. We're setting international standards. We do advise on key legal and ethical and data protection issues through our ethics committee. Of course, we're involved in the defining of anatomical classification of products. Our work enables clients and suppliers to work together to raise standards. Training is a key issue, and we'll come on to a little bit more later when I show you about what sort of training we deliver. And of course, we encourage our members to share best practice on key issues. It's useful to set the scene actually about the organisation of the association, because mainly we're staffed with volunteers, people from the industry working for you, members in the industry. Our president leads our executive board, and that's made up of farmer and supplier members. And I, the General Manager, take the initiatives which are outlined by the board and put them into practice and implement them for you, the members. We're working with a range of committees, and also we have our treasurer and our financial reporting. As you know, we have events, and our conference and events organiser, Caroline Snowden, also works with the committees. And also we have our ethics and standards service provided by Ephmra and the MRS. That just sets the scene for how the association is working. We keep our association fairly lean, so we're not spending a lot of money on overheads and resources in that way, because we want to channel as much as our resources into providing members' services. So let's take a moment to think about who are the members of Ephmra. Well, it's not an individual membership, it's a corporate membership, and our members come from both the industry and the supplier side. So let's take a moment to think about who are the members of Ephmra. Well, it's a corporate membership, not an individual membership. So once your company joins, all your colleagues in all your offices are also members of Ephmra. So we have members from the industry side, like pharma and devices and diagnostics, and also from the supplier side. So thinking about our industry members, we've got 41 of the top pharma and biotech and diagnostic companies who are members of Ephmra, and that's a corporate membership. And then we have more than 150 suppliers, each company joining, and then all their colleagues in all their offices are covered worldwide. So although you may see that we have about 200 member companies, beyond that we have about 2,500 contacts, all people working across our member companies and all working in healthcare market research. So just to give you a further flavour about who are our members, so I mentioned our industry size, so obviously from A to Z really, going through Abbott Laboratories, Astellas, etc., right the way down to UCB Pharma, Vifor Pharma, etc. They're all members of Ephmra. They come together to join and be part of the club. They're from pharma and they're from diagnostics as well. Companies who are associate members of Ephmra include full service as well as data collection and consultancies. And again, it goes through from the companies of Adelphi, A+A, right through to Strategic North and ZS Associates. Of course, the data collection companies form a very big part of Ephmra as well, because data collection is key to the quality side of our industry. M3, Sermo, Lightspeed or Global are just some of the members we count from the data collection side. So now let's drill down a little bit and have a look at some of the specific services that Ephmra offers. So we have committees and working groups, and this slide shows the range of the topics and the areas that we focus on. You can see that some of them have lines drawn underneath them, devices and diagnostics, ethics, etc. And those are some of the committees open to both industry and suppliers, whereas those without the line under are just for the industry. So from classification right down through to the programme committee, you have an opportunity as a member to get involved, to support your fellow members and to join in and add your voice. Focusing a little bit more about ethics, well, you can't escape compliance and ethics, can we, in our industry now? It's everywhere and we have to deal with it on a daily basis. So we have a very important ethics committee who is working also with the MRS and Ephmra to deliver to you, our members, our ethics and compliance service. So we have a code of conduct, as you know. It's key to our pursuit of excellence in professional standards. It was first formed in 2009 and it's an international overview with specific country guidance included in it, and it's available on our website, and I'll show you in our next video where you can find it. It safeguards respondents' rights, addresses key specific industry issues in our healthcare market research area. And as a member of Ephmra, you can help make a difference by ensuring that all those you work with understand and respect the code. If you have a query, you can send us an inquiry, and we offer a free service to members to answer that inquiry. And of course, we have our online training for the code of conduct and also adverse event reporting. Let's now focus on the anatomical classification of products, and we term this in Ephmra as maintaining order in a shifting landscape. So the anatomical classification of products is the intellectual property of Ephmra. We have a committee, the classification committee, who works on classifying all products in all therapeutic categories worldwide. More than 300,000 products are worked on by the committee. This classification defines how the industry views the markets. It creates structure and drives efficiency. It saves you time and ensures accuracy, as well as forming the basis of virtually all pharma audits. So at the front line of our industry, we have two committees, the Database and Systems Committee and the New Form Codes Committee. You can read here on the slide what these committees are about, but basically they're working with secondary data, and these committees are only open to those working in the industry, i.e. on the pharma side. And two more of our very specific committees are the Devices and Diagnostics Group and also the Fieldwork Forum. These two groups look in depth at particular areas and subgroups. So if you are interested in these, feel free to contact us to join, because it's open to all members working in these areas. Add your voice and come along and join in these virtual groups, and you can find out what other people are also working on. So the Learning and Development Committee is a key committee looking after our overall training, and they deliver face-to-face training at the conference as well as Lunch and Learn webinars. And of course, everything is driven by the executive board, and the management of the association is undertaken by the board. So we have on there the president, vice president, etc., and also industry and supplier members. Both the treasurer and general manager form part of this group as well. So that is the key driving group for the association. So there's a range of ways in which you can keep up to date with market research practice. As already mentioned, you already have your training. That's in skills as well as in ethics. You can come to our events and share knowledge and innovation. And you can also have peer-to-peer and supplier interaction through our LinkedIn forums, our member forums, as well as industry events. Just a brief overview now about our online training modules, and these are accessible only to members. So on the left, you can see the ethics. These are free training courses that once you're a member, you can apply to do. And they cover the range of ethics topics, from code of conduct through to adverse event reporting. And on the right, there are some skills courses which are aimed at entry level, those say working with less than 18 months experience. They're an introduction to international pharmaceutical market research, managing a research project, as well as looking at research through the product life cycle. So, you know, when you join something, it's up to you really to try to think about getting the most out of your membership. And here at Ephmra, we encourage you, the more you engage, the more you get out of it. So let's make sure you're using all the benefits, because once you are, you'll get the most out of your Ephmra membership. We support you in your jobs by encouraging you to respond to emails and give us your ideas. Come along to our events, meet other people, exchange ideas, and join in some committees and working groups. Because by doing that, you'll help us make Ephmra more valuable for you and your company. So Ephmra encourages you to engage more and you'll get more. So join in, become part of our community and join in the work of the association. So have a think whether you can join in the work of a committee or a working group. How can you add your voice to the work of the association? How can you bring your expertise to benefit members? Why don't you apply now, today, also for a website password, and then you can see some of the work that Ephmra's doing. Join in some of our events, come along, network, see what other people have got to say on key topics. You can also tell them about your company's services, and you can ask them what they're looking for when they're also looking for suppliers. So Ephmra, it's your association. Add more, get the value for your company.